Welcome back to Cemetery Explorations. Today we're at Shalom Memorial Park in Arlington Heights, Illinois, and we're going to pay our respects to a film legend who was very widely known in the Chicago area, and he is buried right in the back corner of the cemetery. Now right here we have the grave of Harold Ramis. Now you might know Harold Ramis as a director, as a writer. He was a very talented guy. He got his start in Chicago at Second City. He ended up going to Canada to SCTV. And the first film that he had with commercial success was Animal House. He wrote Animal House. He ended up creating Caddyshack. He directed National Lampoons Vacation. He gave us Groundhog Day. He gave us Stripes, Meatballs, Analyze That, all kinds of great classic films. He was just an absolute legend. He was beloved here in Chicago. He moved out to LA for a brief time, but he stayed true to his roots in Chicago. He was just an absolutely great guy. He didn't really realize what a legend he was. You'd see him around town pretty often, and he would treat you like he'd known you forever. He was just an absolutely fantastic human being and an even better filmmaker. It says right here on his stone, it says son, brother, husband, father, friend, teacher, student, creative force, generous spirit, lover of life, and loved by all. And he sure was. He was just a fantastic guy. But he passed away at 69 years old on February 24th of 2014. Now he got sick from autoimmune inflammatory vasculitis, I believe it was called, and he had to relearn how to walk. The disease came back, and he had a falling out with Bill Murray back when they were shooting Groundhog Day, and the two of them, it took a long time for them to get back to speaking terms. So when Bill Murray found out that Harold Ramis was sick, he was at his Glencoe house. He spent the last several years of his life there, and Bill Murray came to his house with a police escort and a box of donuts. Now by that point in time, Harold could no longer speak, and he just sat there and listened to Bill Murray talk to him and tell him stories for hours, and they pretty much buried the hatchet, and it wasn't too much longer that Harold Ramis passed away. Now he lived a wonderful life. He had a great family life. He had kids that grew up to be really good people. Just a really good local guy that he was very unassuming. If you ran into him, you wouldn't necessarily know that he was a big star. But yeah, this was definitely one of my childhood heroes. I did meet him on a couple different occasions in the Chicago area, and he was just the nicest guy. Always available to chat with you or give you an autograph or a photo, whatever it is he wanted. But just an all-around absolute great human being and a legend in the film world. But yeah, this is the gravesite of Harold Ramis at Shalom Memorial Park in Arlington Heights, Illinois.